Day 6. I'll be getting some carpet in the next week or two so I can lay down the interior. Working on the seats. I have those new seats because these were waterlogged. So what I did was I took these brackets, the original mounting brackets, those things right there. Anyway, and the ones off the front, you can see I removed them, ground them off. They were just pop riveted on, real safe, right? So then on my brand new seats, now this isn't permanent, this is just to test it. I put the mounts back in the car, bolted them down, set the seat on it, and found out one hole on each side lined up. So I just put a screw through it, so that way I have them lined up. So I'm going to throw a weld on the bottom and a real thin one along the sides to help secure it to the seat. And that should save me some money, because mounting brackets are actually, at least universal ones, that'll take the bolt hole pattern that's on this seat. They're around $150 to $200 for one bracket. And so far this has cost me nothing. And then I just run across the street to the mechanic shop and they should be able to put a weld on these real quick. I got the grinder to sand off the metal to make the smooth surface, so there won't be any work involved really. And then we'll just set it in here and test it. It does sit a little high, it's almost touching the headliner, but I really don't care. The seats look halfway decent. This isn't going to be a family car or a show car or anything. It's just going to be something to drive around town in. So anyway, oh, and update the radiator. I drained it another 12 more times since yesterday, and every time it came out nasty. Fill it, start it, let it run for a minute, and as soon as it started pumping fluid, it just immediately turned brown. Turn it off, drain it, fill it, same process over and over. It started finally coming out slightly off color, so that's when I went ahead and put the cleaner in, topped it off again, let it run for a little bit. Now I'm just waiting to get it down off the blocks, and I'm afraid the brakes don't work, so or the transmission, because that's really bad news if the transmission's out. So, but I'll probably do that the next day or two. So, all right, till next update. I had to scrap what I was doing with the seats before, so I came up with a different idea. Got a piece of steel. So here we have the holes for the old seat mount and the new seat. The holes are farther apart than they are on the new seat. So this is just a bracket to allow me to put them together. So as you can see, it actually works just fine. So with that, I should be able to use the original seat brackets to fit these new seats in the car. And the electric motor stuff still works. I connected it up before I put the seat on, forward, backward, tilts it up or down here. So it all appears to work. So let me go ahead and put this other bracket on, and we'll try putting it in the car. My homemade bracket completely works. The car seat now moves. Also goes, tilts up, back. I mean, it actually raises the base. So we got all kinds of movement here, but to actually tilt the seat back itself, we still have a lever here. Because this is an aftermarket seat, but it's in and it works. So now to take it back out, clean out the inside and get ready for carpet and create the same kind of brackets for the other side. So looks like I found a way to put the seats in. All right, today's the day. Take it off the blocks or off the jack stands. See if the transmission actually works. I know the emergency brake works. I don't know about the pedal brakes. So we'll find out what's happening. Change the oil again and the filter. Other than that, I think that's it. I know I showed yesterday I got the new car seat in. It's not fully mounted. I only have like 3 bolts in there. Because I'll be putting carpet and stuff in there, but I need to sand the inside, get some rust down, and spray it down with some type of Rust-Oleum primer stuff. So let me get this thing back on the ground. We'll see what happens. So I successfully backed the car up and brought it forward. Didn't use the gas, just put it in gear and let the idle pull me. Brake pedal went all the way to the floor. I was expecting that though. So went and got this little one-man brake bleeding kit, and after pressing on the pedal a few times, you can see all the air that's still in the lines, and the fluid's actually really dark and it's supposed to be clear. So I'm gonna have to bleed the entire system. I was able to pull the drum off fairly easily. It had some rust, so I used some brake cleaner, cleaned it all out inside there. And I'm going to go ahead and continue with this, and we'll see what happens.